Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Good morning, peace morning. Namaste, everyone who is watching this morning meditation with me, Shantal from She Achieves Studio, and Rain, my trusty sidekick here, always with me every step of the way, aren't you? Yeah. You will be able to watch this as a replay anytime when you are in need of maybe a reboot, an energy reset, whatever shows up wherever you are in this journey. I'm live in Fort McMurray in the backyard with Rain snuggled right up, and it's pretty quiet here with the birds. And I just want to say thank you for sharing space and time with me this morning. Oh, hang on. She's out of here. Beautiful. This morning we are going to go into a short meditation, maybe about 10 minutes. I never really know how it's going to turn out. But before we begin, I did light some incense for us, just to clean some air a little bit. And we're going to start with calling in the sacred spirit animals. And I have some visuals that are not exactly the animals that we call in, but they are a representation. Because in life, as we know, the flexibility in our mind, in our body, in our breath, in our emotions really offers space for us to be able to navigate the fluctuations of life, which we are immediately going through. So that is why I am here. And please remember, you can step in or step out at any time. I will be posting some links. One of the links is what's it called? The Red Cross Psychological First Aid course. It's a very short course. It's a very grounding course, and I will send or put the link for that in the comments, as well as some local areas that might offer you some support if you are finding the capacity for you to cope beyond. Okay, so that'll be in the comments, and please share your comments, and I'll be checking the Facebook comments as I go once in a while. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so let's begin with that meditation. So find yourself a very comfortable space, whether you are standing, maybe you're still in bed, maybe you're seated at your desk already. However you are going to show up, physically support the body as much as you can. So whatever you need to physically feel supported, whatever that is for you. And take a few moments to readjust if you need to. Please remember, your eyes can be open or closed at any time through the meditation. And we can call it meditation, we can call it a timeout, we can call it slowing down, we can call it I'm just going to check in. Whatever you want to call it, know that this space for the next few minutes is a safe space, and for you to, again, step in or step out at any time. So we call upon sacred spirit of the South. And this is Shakti, serpent, feminine divine, Kundalini, the womb of Mother Earth. And this is where we are held. This is our base. This is our grounding point. This is our cocoon. So whatever feels safe for you, connect with that right now through Mother Earth. And then we call upon sacred spirit of the West, Jaguar. And I'm not, I don't really know if this is a jaguar. I'm looks like maybe a cheetah or a lion or a tiger. But it's spirit of the forepaws. And this is really important because spirit of the forepaws offers us precision of energy, precision and precise energy direction as best as we can in the moment, whatever we're going through. And it also offers restraint. And in Guna Yoga, we call this tamas energy, which is earth energy, okay? So we call upon spirit of the four paws. Then we call upon spirit of the north, hummingbird, and this is a dragonfly representation of the hummingbird, for courage and for bravery and for stepping into your power within versus power over. And we can have power over against ourselves. I've lived with that lots of my life. And we have that opportunity right now to transform power over into power within. And then we have sacred spirit of the East Eagle, condor, phoenix rising, and the vulture represented by the two owls. And this is to show us that we can rise above the obstacles in life if we are willing, if we are conscious, and if we feel supported. And that is always there. From Mother Earth to Father Skies, above so below, in between and all around. May all angels, guides, seers guide us in this journey. May our hearts be open and our visions be guided only in the highest soul, source, self, light, and love for all of us together to receive exactly what we are in need of in this moment. We acknowledge we are on Treaty 8 territories of the many First Nations, Métis, Cree, Dene, and Inuit. May we all be held in the highest stream of truth into the deepest reconciliation. So be it, let it be so. Aho. And together, eyes open or eyes closed, breathe in to the belly, the navel, the heart, the third eye. Rise up, fill up with that gentle breath, and open mouth and gentle sigh out. Again, eyes open or eyes closed, whatever feels comfortable for you now. We're slowing down. We're beginning to feel that landing, that gentle landing in the physical body, right here, right now, wherever you are. So soften the jaw and feel the tongue. Now notice as you breathe naturally, without changing anything about anything right now. Just begin to notice. And this takes restraint. We're not even feeling yet. We're only noticing that neutral observer, that neutral witness. And we observe the shape of the physical body, however that is showing up for you right now. Notice the shape of the physical body. Stay with the breath, gently, and stay breathing. And just noticing the shape of the body, nothing more, nothing less. We're not trying to change the shape of the body. We're not trying to fix the body right now. We're not judging the body. All we are doing is noticing the shape of the physical body. Nothing more and nothing less. Stay with it, however it shows up for you. Now notice the heaviness in the body. Where there is heaviness, just notice it. Again, however it's showing up for you. Maybe there's a lot of heaviness right now in the body, and maybe not. And just allow however it appears to be there. On the next breath out, open mouth and gentle sigh. I hear your breath. Feel the breath. Start to get reacquainted with the breath. Now notice the shape of the breath as the belly moves when you breathe in and out. And again, during this meditation, you can step in or step out at any time, seated, lying, kneeling, standing. We're just asking to slow down for a few moments. However that shows up for you. Soften the jaw, feel the tongue again. Open mouth and gentle sigh. Breathe out. Now continue to notice. Shift the mind. So we're funneling all of these excess sattva thoughts, excess air, excess rajas, excess fire thoughts. This energy, and we're funneling it down into tamas guna, which is earth energy, which is the physical body. So notice how the belly is moving as you breathe in and out. We're not trying to change anything here. We're not trying to fix or force. We're starting to connect with the power within and the power of the breath. So notice how the belly moves as you're breathing in and out. And what freedom is there in the body, in the physical body? Is there freedom in this shape of body, in this shape of breath? Just notice it. Now notice how effortless the breath might be. And notice the length of the breath when you inhale. And notice the length of the breath as you exhale. Begin to shift slight awareness into having the in-breath and the out-breath of equal length, of equal cadence. Perhaps it's a 3-count breath in and a 3-count breath out. Maybe it's 4 counts in and out. Maybe it's 7 counts in and out. Wherever you're at, let it be there. Just shift the mind, funnel the thoughts down into equal breath in and equal breath out. Now, without changing anything about anything, notice the space between the breath in and out without changing it. Just notice the belly breath in, the pause, and the belly breath out. Remember, we're slowing down. We're inviting this element called tamas guna. And the gunas are the 3 universal attributes of everything, including the universe itself. And also the 3 gunas represent the states of consciousness. So we have air, fire, and earth. And right now we have just experienced, over the last week or so, excess air and excess fire. And in Guna Yoga School, we call this excess sattva and excess rajas. And now we're inviting tamas guna, earth element, to slow us down, even just for a breath. So stay with noticing that feeling of restraint, however it's showing up for you. And come back, soften the jaw, feel the tongue again, open mouth and gentle sigh out. Beautiful. Continue with this breathing, however it's showing up. Notice the space between the breath in and the breath out. Notice if it's starting to expand. So we have the belly breath in, we have the pause between, that's expanding, and the belly breath out. Just observe. We're only here to observe. We're not here to change. We're not here to force. We're just here to observe. Now let's come back to the physical body. Notice the shape of the body again. Notice any heaviness in the body and allow it to be there. Stay with the breath. If the mind becomes distracted, beautiful, beautiful. Let it be distracted. And just funnel it in. Come back to the physical body every time. This isn't about cleaning the mind. This isn't about emptying the mind or having a still mind. We want to invite it all in. And all we're doing is focusing our awareness into the shape of the body and the shape of the breath. When we observe the breath, again, however it's showing up for you, it drops us immediately into the present moment, even if it's only for a few breaths. We're not coming in with expectations or entitlement or attachments right now. This is the safe and sacred space where we're increasing our frequency just by tapping into the breath and the body. And the breath, when we observe it in its moment of presence, we are in the present moment. We are in the here and now. And this, my friends, is where we hold our true power, our power within. Now, there's a quote from a yoga scripture, Hatha Yoga Pradipika. And the quote is when the breath is steady, the mind is steady. So if the breath is wandering, guess what? The mind will wander. So if there is excess sattva guna, if there is excess rajas guna, air and fire, take that moment to recognize it and slow down into the breath. Breathe into the belly gently. Now, it's also important to note here that when we are becoming conscious of the breath, we may tend to breathe in too much. We may feel subconsciously that we have to fill up all of the capacity. And that is why we're slowing down. That is why we are inviting tamas guna, earth, restraint, inertia, heaviness, rest, to only breathe in and fill up maybe halfway, not all the way. There's enough all the way happening outside of us. We don't need to right now fill up to our full capacity. We want to leave space to be able to move back and forth, to allow the emotional body to have its experience and be able to move through it versus being bound within it, within those emotions, especially when they're heightened and scattered. Stay with the belly. Stay with the breath in the belly. And notice any urgency that tends to pop up physically, emotionally, energetically, mentally, or spiritually. Just notice it. Notice the urgency. And if you do, on the next breath out, open mouth and a gentle sigh out. Come back, recalibrate, come back to the heaviness of the body, the shape of the body, the shape of the breath. In and out. Beautiful. It can be a challenge to be still and to feel connected when there's a sense of urgency around you, when there's events happening. But this, my friends, this is yoga. This is why we practice on the mat. So when life happens and obstacles arise, we can intercept them. We may not be able to get rid of them. That's not the idea. The idea is to be in relationship with them and to still feel that connection within us. And we do this time and time again by inviting Tamasguna, earth, breath, to slow us down. Beautiful. And on the next breath out, open mouth, gentle sigh. And when you're ready, if the eyes are closed, gently flutter the eyes open. We can go into a gentle spinal twist if you like. If you've been sitting for a while, we can invite a seated cat and cow, rounding the spine, breathing out. Opening up the belly, breathing in. Beautiful. And that, my friends, that's all there is. We're slowing down. Oh, thank you. I would love to hear some comments for those of you who are watching. Kelly, peace. Satnam, sister. Thank you. Lisa, yes. I love that quote as well. The quote is something like, when the breath wanders, the mind is unsteady. When the breath is calm, the mind is calm. And so we learn how to control the breath. Thank you. You're welcome. Now, this may resonate with some people. This may not. Again, it's your opportunity to step in or step out. This space today was just here to offer that restraint just for a moment, however it showed up for you. Now, as always, guess what? we have these oracle cards. And these oracle cards are, I've had these for a while. These are called the Enchanted Map. And they called out to me this morning. So we're going to find some wisdom beyond the mind. So this is a little bit of a teaching for some of you, because I'm a teacher. And that's why I'm here, teaching. Teaching how to slow down, reminding everyone that if you practice yoga, even if you don't practice yoga, this is what yoga off of the mat is all about. This is how we actually put our socks on with yoga. We invite everything that we've been practicing. That's the time. This is the time to use it. As devastating and energetic as this time may be, this is the time. And again, you get to step in or step out. So we are going to ask the higher consciousness beyond our mind, beyond the frequency of thought, into heart and intuition. And I think the birds are agreeing with us. All right. So I feel that there's going to be 3 cards. So yeah, sit tight. We're going to be here for a while. And again, if you're watching the live version of this Facebook Live, great. Satnam, peace out. And if you're watching the replay, you can still comment at any time. While I'm shuffling, I do want to remind you that I will be posting a Red Cross first aid, psychological first aid course that you can register for if you like, to help yourself check in. It's awesome. It's not very long, and it's pretty powerful to help you come back into the present moment, okay? To come back into what is safe right now. So, and I'll also be posting some helplines around Fort McMurray that can help you if you are beyond your capacity to cope, okay? Okay, so we're gonna, whoa. Okay. The universe is like, you don't even get to ask your question. I'm just gonna tell you how it is. Okay, so here we are. First one, ride the wave. Ride the wave. 2 dolphins. Someone riding the dolphin. Ride the wave. And these are jumping cards, by the way. So jumping cards, whether you're using a tarot deck, an oracle deck, it's a sign. It's a sign and a message that is coming directly to you and to us. And this is called the Golden Palace. Wow. And we're going to read those, and then we'll see if another card shows up. So ride the wave. I'm going to read a little story so you can stay comfortable, and close your eyes or open, whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay, ride the wave. You can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned, and you can put your surfing skills to the test. So everything that you have learned, take the facts. Begin to separate emotions from what is fact. And, oh, there's that word again, restraint. It takes restraint to be able to do that. Because sometimes we get lost in our emotions, or lost in the emotions that we have. And that's why there's power in slowing down and recognizing where the breath is, wherever you're at, because it brings you down so you can separate emotions and the experience and where you are. Everything that you know, all your talents, coupled with your hopes and dreams, will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. So there's a lot of shift right now. Things are opening up. However that's showing up for you, I can't tell you your experience. You're the only one who can step into it, observe it, and then step out of it to see the whole versus being caught in the eye of the storm, where our vision physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically can be limited. So when we create space, we can step out. But in the space, we also want to stay slow, because right now life is going very quickly for a lot of people. Know that you're definitely on the right path. So find the sovereignty. Own where you're at. In a situation like we just experienced last night in Fort McMurray with a partial evacuation, I feel that right away that can give us a division. People who left, people who didn't. And we want to remember that we're stronger together than apart. So this is the time to practice compassion with yourself and compassion with other people, however they're showing up. Solidarity, community, honoring one another, slowing down so we can see that emotions are not who we are. They're not you. They are an essence. They are something that is an experience for you. And that can just in itself, being willing to be conscious of that and learning how to apply that in your everyday life, no matter what is happening around you, can create freedom. It's beautiful. Okay, next one. Yeah, can you feel me? I'm getting into it. I love it. I love being able to apply what we learned. I just love it. I think it's so powerful. And is it easy? No. Do you have to stop and start, stop and start, stop and start over and over, rinse and repeat? Yes. Can you give yourself permission to do that? I hope so. Okay, Golden Palace. There's always enough. The Golden Palace card, where are we? Golden Palace. There we are. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. Now, okay, I get it, okay? I mean, I'm in it too. So how can there be happiness right now? Through devastation, that's why we want to slow down to be able to separate the emotions from our true soul, spirit, essence, whatever you want to call it. So as devastating as this may be, we are able to be here in this moment. And we want to remember that through a lot of this excess energy that's going around. And we can get lost from that when we go too fast, when we're super irritated, when we're stressed to the max. That stress is going to show up. It's part of our existence. It's not about getting rid of it. In my eyes, and this is how I teach, it's not about getting rid of it. It's about being in relationship with it so you can drop down into the breath and be present in that moment, because that is where the true power within lies. Okay? And I've experienced it. I teach it. I see it with other people many, many times. It's true. That's where the power within is. It lies in the breath. So to me, that's where the happiness is, that, oh my gosh, at least I can catch myself and drop myself down into this present moment, even if it's only for 2 breaths, okay? The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have. No matter how abundant your life is, instead it comes from what you are. And this is something also that I teach a lot, is that be careful, be mindful, pay attention to what you say when you say I am ... or my ... because you're taking ownership of it. Remember, everything that happens to us is not who we are. It's an experience that we're experiencing. And that's what the yogis have been teaching for thousands and thousands of years. And now we're applying it in modern day. May 15th? Is it the 15th? Yes, it is. May 15th. We're applying ancient wisdom to modern day, to today, to this present moment. So instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards. But things come and go. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is. And that's why I'll try not to go too deep into this, but it's about finding what is safe within you. It's awesome to have these external safety material objects and actions that we do to bring us safety. Being with the dog, being in your favorite sweater, wearing your toque, whatever it is, eating a certain food, watching a certain show, listening to a certain song or meditation. That's the safety that is outside of us. But we want to also learn how to tap into that safety, the root chakra, Muladhara. Root, physical body, safety, survival, our basic needs met. Because it can be a real challenge to feel any pleasure if we do not feel safe, especially safe in the body. And that's why through this time right now, we honor everyone. And I will stand behind that. That is my conviction. That's the conviction that I hold, that I believe in this so much that I'm sharing it live to help you if you're willing to be aware. That's it. Okay, let's keep going. But things come and go. And knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. So share the wealth. Share the wealth of compassion. Okay, so let's do one more card. Thanks for watching, everyone. Feel free to comment at any time or questions. And this is our, what is our greatest strength right now? Okay, hang on. So many rules with the universe. Okay, clarity. What is our strength right now, collectively? As a community, as a region, as a city, as a world, as humanity. What is our greatest strength right now? Guide us into our greatest strength. How can we embody our greatest strength? Oh, 2 cards. Storm fields. Storm fields. Sound familiar? Yeah. And solitude. This is the ending. Okay, so it's reminding us where we are again. Storm fields. Doesn't that sound familiar? Storm fields. This too shall pass. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent-up energy needs release, just as a storm in nature must break. So it's like finding that there was some rain last night, knowing that we can move through emotions. So pent-up energy needs release, okay? Or else it becomes combustible. Just as a storm in nature must break, for these events to occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. That is exactly what we have gone through in Fort McMurray and in other areas where there's devastation, where we are once again humbled by the power of Mother Nature. And that's why I feel it's so important to actually learn how to connect with nature, within you, the nature that's within you. And we call that the gunas. So not all storms are destructive. Rather, they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside you or between you and another will benefit you later. The sun will shine again. A new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. Well, I don't think we have to try to do that. It's happening. So what did that say? Okay, so growth. All right. So challenges are all challenges in life from the Guna Yoga school perspective, from yoga. They are growth waiting to happen. They're untapped potential of where we can go. Okay? So this reminds us that in order to evolve, okay, into a higher consciousness, a higher frequency, to get out of a situation, to have a new experience, to give something in the past a new meaning so we can be free, we have to thrive. In order to thrive, we have to survive. Okay? So this root chakra, the survival, is really important right now. So tap into that. Keep coming back to it because it's going to change what you need. And that's why we have the presence of breath, is because it brings us to that present moment. Okay, and lastly, concluding the Facebook Live, solitude. What is solitude going to teach us? That is going to be our strength. So know that we're resilient to adapt and to move with, not against, nature. To slow down, to observe, to find the power within. Okay? Cool. All right. 12. No, that's not it. 13. Slow and steady. No, solitude. Here we go. This is our final teaching. Solitude. Okay, yes, we are stronger together. Absolutely. Solidarity. But in order to be part of that, we also must come from the whole within us. So everything starts within you. Okay? So notice if you start pushing resentment, expectation, attachment, ego onto other people. That's toxic. It's power over. And right now we're here to create power within, to grow the glow within you. Okay, even if it's challenging, keep going. So meditation is required when you receive the solitude card as a sign. Thank you, universe. I'm glad you have my back, bro. Empty your mind. I have a different thought on emptying the mind, but this is what the card is, so we'll stay with it. Empty your mind of superfluous. Lisa, I need you. Superfluous? Superfluous. Oh, superfluous. Superfluous. I'm just gonna let that. I'm gonna say excessive. How about we use my dialogue? Empty your mind of excessive thoughts and allow stillness to flow through your whole being. So we start physical body, emotional body, energy body, mental body, spiritual body. This is not an advantageous time to ask questions or push forward in any way. Restraint. Tamas, Guna, where are they? Where's our cheetah jaguar guy? Spirit of the forepaws. Restraint. Restrain. Restrain to observe. Doesn't mean you sit and do nothing. It means you're slowing the physical body down so you can see what's happening and separate the emotions from who you truly are. Okay? Okay, rather it's a period for a conscious retreat. What's called for now is to step back and take your focus off of your life and your troubles. You'll be surprised how things sort themselves out once you've replenished your energy by means of much needed rest and a time out. I love it. I feel, and share with me if you like, how those cards resonated with you. First we had ride the wave. So ebb and flow. Water element. Golden palace. Earth element, bringing us from the storm fields. And our greatest strength is going to be solitude within us. So it doesn't necessarily mean you go run and hide in a corner. That's solitude. It's more of that solitude within you to slow down. And again, connecting with your breath can be called meditation, breath work, yoga. It can be called whatever you want it to be. It doesn't even have to have a name to it or an identity. It can just mean that you're slowing down to pay attention to the shape of the body, the shape of the breath, and connect and guide the mind into both 1,000,000 times over. Because the universe doesn't give you what you want. The universe mirrors back to you where you are. And that can only come from the willingness to observe and to learn and to rinse and repeat over and over and over. There you go. What do you think about that? I love it. Well, thank you, everyone. I'm going to go attend to my life now. And just know that supportive links will be posted. And in the comments, you can reach out at any time as well. I have reopened up a private Facebook group called Introduction to Yoga with Shantal. And you're more than welcome to ask for an invitation to that page where there is yogi support all the way. And if you are wanting perhaps a yoga class Facebook Live, maybe we can do that. We'll see how things turn out over the next 24 hours. Stay safe. Know that you are not alone. And know that you are. I believe in everything that I've said. I teach it. I share it with people because I've seen the power that understanding what the gunas are, air, fire, and earth. And when we're able to understand them and learn from them within ourselves, we can see a greater whole within ourselves, a greater whole within others, which means a greater whole around. So from my space to yours, let's close sacred space. Rub the hands together. Sit up tall if that's comfortable. Humble the head. Bring the thumbs into the heart center. Belly breath in, navel, heart, third eye. Open mouth, gentle sigh. Nice and easy. And we thank the sacred spirit of the south, the west, the north, the east, Mother Earth and Father Sky. As above, so below, in between and all around. We thank the sacred spirits for guiding us, for holding us. We thank the gunas for helping us have a greater conscious direction of energy, of thought, of action, of form. May we all be held in the stream of light. The work here is now done. The work here is now done. The work here is now done. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Aho. And from my safe space to yours, I say namaste. Peace out, everyone. Stay safe. Yay! I love you all. Reach out. You're not alone. There is support. Peace out. I love you all.